Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Mario Kart Double Dash on the Nintendo GameCube on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And even though we did the credits last part, we have something really massive to go through. We got to show off Mirror Mode in the World Cup and the All Cup Tour. We're going to be showing off the All Cup Tour in Mirror Mode with what I believe is factually the best combination of kart and racers: Bowser Jr., Paratroopa, and Toadette's Mushroom Kart. Two important things to note about All Cup Tour. You usually start with Luigi Circuit, and you usually end with Rainbow Road. And the other big thing is that it goes through all 16 courses in a random order. Also, because we're playing on Mirror Mode, all of the turns for the courses are backwards. As Cloud mentioned, the last time we attempted to record this, Luigi Circuit, despite the fact how it looks backwards, is not in fact totally backwards. It's just the turns that are backwards, as it is supposed to be. Mirror Mode doesn't honestly, it doesn't make the courses any harder. I believe Mirror Mode is set up to be on 100cc, so the AI is cheating just as much as it does on 100cc, as opposed to 150cc, where it cheats pretty blatantly. I don't think that rubber banding is a thing in this game, although I'm probably wrong about that. But yeah, I enjoy going through a Double Dash 100cc and 150cc. I prefer 100cc, which is why I actually like Mirror Mode over the 150cc option, because 100cc is still challenging without it feeling too bullshit. At least for me.
Okay, so do you have the option to play Mirror Mode on 150cc?
No, you do not. Mirror Mode is its own speed modification technically, but it's still using either 100cc or 150cc as its baseline. I'm pretty sure it's 100cc because our Toadette's kart kind of maxes off at 54 miles per hour on these straightaways, whereas on 150cc I think it caps out at 60. But there goes Luigi Circuit complete. Haha.
I can see Luigi's Mansion from here if you get the A rank.
Is it actually on this circuit?
It was visible in the background. I tried to mention it, but I didn't want to talk over you.
And here we go with the worst course in the game, Wario Coliseum on Mirror Mode. Mirror Mode doesn't honestly make these tracks more difficult, to be perfectly honest. But I always screw up Wario Coliseum because the last turn specifically is backwards, and I never remembered that it's backwards.
Well, that definitely explains why they capped the speed at 100, because they assumed, and rightly so, because you probably played the Right Ways version of this map first. You're going to be undoing a lot of your own habits in order to hack it on this course. So instead of just having the course fight you most of the time, which it will, they're going to make the other racers not as big of a problem.
I suppose the thing is, that I would imply that they have the ability to scale the difficulty. Well, it implies the ability that they should have been able to scale the difficulty based on your completion, because the game does keep track of how if you've completed a specific mode before, not only with the record system but with unlocks as well. Completing every combination, aside from I think 100. I think one of the All Cup Tours or one of the 150cc's is required in order to unlock everything in the game. I forget which of the one. I think it's 150cc Mushroom that doesn't actually unlock anything for you. It's probably Flower though that does that. Like the first time you complete All Cup Tour, I think you get Mirror Mode. If you complete All Cup Tour on 50cc, you get Mirror Mode. And completing All Cup Tour on 150cc gets you the Champions Kart. And the Champions Kart is a heavy class vehicle, so I don't like it all that much, but it's pretty much objectively the best heavy class vehicle in the game.
Well, of course, it's the Champions Cart. There can't be anything better than the Champions Cart.
Toadet's
That's the
Mushroom
quality
Cart
of being
is
a
better than
champion.
the
Damn it.
Champions Cart. I know I'm not showing off why right here, but it is.
Yeah, I can definitely see how Mirror Mode can screw up the average player.
Mirror Mode screws me up on specific courses. Wario Coliseum rather explicitly. But most of the other courses I actually do fine on Mirror Mode. But it's Wario Coliseum and Waluigi Stadium that I always have problems with. No, I should have saved that to throw it forward because I would have hit the Wario there.
One thing that I like about the All Cup Tour is you get used to the pressure of having to do well on the first 3 courses in order to determine how well you need to do on the final course. You get lots of, well, extra tries if
and
you have to do
the AI
16
just lets
courses.
you win.
Well, that too. I think they should have given you the option to max out the CCs. Capping it is just acknowledging, well, we got a lot of kids playing this game, and you don't want to frustrate the kids because then the parents get annoyed.
Yeah, I had that problem.
So, like, it may not come it may not come as readily to some people than others that you will be struggling against not the track, but your habits, yourself, and just what you're used to doing in order to complete the course. Kind of like what my old band teacher used to tell me, is that if there's anything that is as bad as rehearsing too little, it's rehearsing too much.
Most band teachers don't actually agree with that, though.
I think the wisdom behind that statement is that if you rehearse it too much, then you're used to being in practice mode where you're allowed to make mistakes. And then you get to the execution phase, the concert, and then you realize that the circumstances have changed.
That's why you're supposed to do regular concerts with people during practice.
Well, I mean, people don't... I mean, you can technically buy tickets to... Actually, I don't even think they charge admission if you want to go watch, like, the Boston Pops, for example. I mean, you can watch these big orchestras play in rehearsal. They don't mind having people watch. It actually, well, it helps them because then they're used to the pressure of having a live audience.
Right. Anything to gain resistance to the recording curse.
Yes, and the recording curse. That is a great example of practice versus execution. Recording curse be damned, though, because we are doing swimmingly, probably because the difficulty has been capped.
Yes and no. There's a fuck ton of practice that goes into this run. I didn't do a full clear prior to this, but I did do enough practice to get comfortable again with it. Sherbet land. This part is going to be pretty much all the courses that I'm objectively terrible at. So. This track is very nice, though.
Yeah, special.
More special. Eh?
Oh, Mr. Freeze, no.
No, my Bowser shell.
Too much standard deviation of curves. Oh my God! Even Lakitu's his sign is backwards too. Everything is backwards.
It seems like
the lettering
is backwards, but the course is still forwards. It's just the turns on the course are backwards. So, Mr. Cloud, what are your plans for Christmas?
Staying home. That's my plan for Christmas.
It sounds like I'm actually going out for New Year's.
Yay. I'll probably be, I imagine if I'll be closing on New Year's this year. get pulled aside from my work so I can have a champagne glass, saying, okay, I'll clink glasses with the 2 people that are at the bar with me. All right.
Hey, bring a platter. That's technically still a party. Can we actually recover this, Mr. Cloud? No!
Yes.
We missed our Bowser shell.
That's okay.
Dang it. See, Bowser Jr.
Come on, get back
is
on,
beside
Bowser.
himself with more.
Yay!
And now he's celebrating.
We got hit.
Alright, Mushroom Bridge. I'm actually competent at Mushroom Bridge, so there's not really all that much I have to say about this. Although, admittedly, I probably shouldn't have done All Cup Tour because I don't really have all that much to talk about for the rest of the game. I mean, I want to keep comparing Double Dash to Mario Kart 8 because it's the other Mario Kart that I have the most amount of experience with. Thing is, I like Mushroom Dash so much more than Mario Kart 8. I can't really bring up direct comparisons. Like Mushroom Bridge is effectively ported. Is kind of referenced / ported when we get to a Mushroom Harbor in Mario Kart 8. But Mushroom Bridge and Mushroom City still feel like better courses. Mostly because Mushroom Harbor it feels like it's ripped out of Forza, with just a few more action pieces, set pieces.
So when was the last time you've been to a Dave & Buster's where you sat down and with a couple total strangers and played a Mario Kart Racer?
Strangers? No, I don't play racers to strangers, man. Racing to strangers.
Like you have a choice.
Well, if I'm going to Dave & Buster's, I'm going with my own friends, and usually our own friends congregate around a few specific arcade games, specifically air hockey. We really enjoy the air hockey table.
Oh, jeez. I had... well, what happened to me at my last trip to Dave & Buster's is that the fucking air hockey table ate my points because it didn't distribute the puck. And we couldn't figure out how to get it.
The thing is, certain air hockey tables have a point limit on them, where the game just ends after either 15 or 20 points have been put onto the board.
No, I mean, like, we couldn't even function the game. It took our credits, you know, what we need in order to initiate the game, but it didn't give us the puck, so it ate the points that we used.
Are you sure that the puck was actually still inside the table?
Well, I mean, for God's sake, it's supposed to be idiot-proof.
It's not, though, because
is the table trying to tell me I'm stupid?
No. Here's the thing. Air hockey, especially at Dave & Buster's or similar areas, has this problem of players like ourselves hitting the puck too damn hard, then having it flung off the table. And when that happens, less responsible individuals, such as myself, have a tendency of forgetting to actually go and find the puck and put it back on the table. So when that happens, it's the patron's fault, not the air hockey table. The air hockey table didn't do anything wrong. The patrons forgot to repair it.
I mean, you're probably right about that. Excuse me, dining room table.
You see, we wish that we could actually treat the dining room tables like air hockey pucks and throw them away, but then we no longer have dining room tables at home, and that's a problem.
But I'm getting off track. That Mario Kart, what I like about the modern Mario Kart racers is that they also use cameras in order to more personalize the experience in the event that more than just, you know, 2 people are playing, for instance. They'll take your picture and then discard the picture after the game, of course, for privacy reasons, and they'll superimpose an image of, like, Mario, like Mario's mustache, or Yoshi's, like, or the top of Yoshi's head, like is a fucking, like, Disneyland costume, and boom, that's your icon for your racer for the game, which I thought was pretty cool.
That does sound pretty cool. Really simple to do as well. It's effectively a Snapchat filter.
Nah, it is a Snapchat filter.
We are not doing very well on Daisy Cruiser. I did mention earlier that I'm not actually a fan of Daisy Cruiser. It's almost strictly because I'm pretty bad at it. This turn right here I'm okay with, but this one I always end up on the wall. I'm just not very good when it comes to power sliding down that set of stairs.
It's going to kick in that mirror mode is going to put you against your habits, as also as the number of hazards in the map goes up. Like, I'm sure it's gonna come back to haunt us in Bowser's Castle or Rainbow Road. That the map is backwards and we're used to driving it a certain way in order to avoid the hazards.
Like, the biggest ones that it hits me with is Wario Coliseum and Waluigi Stadium. And we'll see Waluigi Stadium at the end of this part. In fact, I think Waluigi Stadium is the next course.
Okay, so looks like
we are doing really well. We're full 8 points
still
ahead.
in the lead.
Yeah, Waluigi Stadium is the course that we end this part on, so... Honestly, what I would prefer that they do in Waluigi Stadium is throw away the mud obstacle. Like, that is one of the big things, because there are several inconvenient turns towards the end of the course that are only inconvenient because of the placement of the mud. Like this one right here. Like, get rid of the mud there, and that is a much easier turn to make.
Well, what do you think they want you to do? They want you to stay out of the mud, and so they put it, of course, in the tightest turn possible, because according to geometry, the shortest distance around a curve is as close to the center as possible.
But then you get instances like this where now I'm behind simply because I didn't have an actual answer to a red shell into a fake item box because I was in the mud area.
You gotta stay out of the mud. You're gonna be speckling shit everywhere. Oh shit, Yoshi egg. We dropped the shells, and now the shells have become level hazards.
Yeah, I do like that about the triple shell power up, but it always feels less than satisfying when that happens. Dang it! I was trying to be slick with my power slide there.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yep.
Yep. Well, and somehow we did not get overtaken, but Petey Piranha and Diddy Kong
are a full 3 turns ahead of us
now. So that means we're relying on our more mediocre counterparts to use a power-up that will slow them down without affecting us.
Which did not happen.
But however, lightning is an ability that affects everyone equally except for the user.
I mean, what we're hoping for is someone else to use a blue shell here, because we're now back with only 2 turns behind, but we keep colliding with stuff, so our top speed is lower than it should be.
I'm actually amazed he's this far ahead on 100cc.
I was on that Piranha Plat for a full 6 seconds, dude.
Yeah, but why is Peter? Oh yeah, but I mean, look at. Yeah, this is a bit of a schism right here. Is that, like, look how fucking far behind the 3rd and 4th place racers are. Who died and made them fucking racing champions of the world?
And because Petey Piranha had finished, the blue shell retargeted to me. Bastards. Alright. In the next episode, we'll continue on with the All Cup Tour in Mirror Mode. We are still 6 points ahead, so we're still comfortably ahead. Be safe, everybody.